Sharks are back. They're looking for the best products and businesses America has to offer.
The only thing that really matters, what is it? Money.
Hopeful entrepreneurs come to the Shark Tank seeking an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We're not asking for your money for a handout. We just need a little bit of work.
If the Sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
Gotten over 400 requests for franchise information.
Love it, baby.
All right, baby, let's go.
And fight each other for a piece of the action.
I want to make an offer.
Okay, wait, before you make an offer, let me make an offer.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
We're going to project $4.8 million in 2 years.
Get it up. It's sink or swim.
There's nothing proprietary unique about this product. You're going to get slaughtered.
Who are the Sharks? They're 5 self-made, filthy rich investors. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade hats and t-shirts into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, a self-made billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the 2011 NBA champion Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Tony Devine, and I'm from Bristol, Pennsylvania. My product is going to revolutionize the way we train for basketball. I've been a basketball coach my entire life, and I always felt like there was something missing, and that was the realism when you practice. So one day, I'm in the backyard working out with my son. The kid is a very good basketball player, but there's one thing that I noticed. He's a great shooter when nobody's in his face, and it hits me. The light bulb goes off, and within a week, I had a rough prototype ready to bring out onto the court. And I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, he was shooting better than he has ever shot before. So I know I have something that is going to be huge. I think the Sharks are going to love it.
How you guys doing today? My name is Tony Devine, and my product is the original Profender. I'm seeking a $75,000 investment for a 15% stake in my business. The original Profender is the only, let me say that again, the only mobile training device in the world that simulates a closeout defender. Since most coaches are built like me, kind of sloppy and out of shape, it makes it very difficult for us to close out on our players and give them a realistic look. But when you incorporate the original Profender into any workout, you're going to make that coach or that owner feel like a star again, because now they're going to be able to contest every shot. This is my son Devin. This is who inspired me to come up with the idea, and we're going to show you exactly why this thing is going to be in every gym and on every driveway in the country. All right, here we go. Boom, right on you. Here we go. I'm going to raise it up. Give me that. Boom, here we go. Get it up. All right, now with your help, I'm going to be able to put the original Profender in the hands of every basketball player around the world and give them the opportunity to stop pretending and start profending.
Woo! Love it, baby. All right, baby.
All right. All right, let me see if they work.
All right, that's what I like to see. Now, Mark, instead of using the original Profender, I'm going to give you the original O-Fender. The original Profender.
Now, do you sell that to farms and scarecrows?
I love it. Here's what you do. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Here we go. One shot. Here we go.
I'm going to need to do the fadeaway.
That was too easy. That was too easy. I'm going to give you the more younger, viral original O-Fender. This is when he had hair and he was good. Look at this guy. Here we go. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready,
Okay, wait. I want you one more shot, just because he's so ugly. I can't let him stop me.
Give me that.
Tony, all right. Is there a product like this on the market today?
There are other things, but they're not dynamic.
Well, how do you do it today, Mark? How do the pros do it?
The younger coach puts up a broom.
Seriously.
There's value, right? Having to shoot over the higher hands, no question, there's value. The question is it big enough to be a big business?
Do you have any sales of this thing?
I have $25,000 in sales over the first year, but I don't want to get caught up in that number because I want
You never do. But listen, while we're caught up in it, who'd you sell them to?
I packed up a truck with a bunch of my friends. Anywhere we could drive, we brought our Profenders and sold them. I brought this thing to Las Vegas for USA Basketball. I got this thing down on the floor. I'm rolling this at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant says, this thing is going to be big real soon. I just can't wait to be the first one to buy it.
But did he buy it? Did he buy it?
Do you know how impossible it is to try to get in touch with these guys?
You had it right there. You had it right there.
They got rid of us. They kicked us off.
Tony, how much do they cost?
They cost right now, they're $499.95.
500 bucks?
They're 500 bucks.
It's 500 bucks for that thing?
It's 500 bucks.
Mark, you own a team. Would you pay 500 bucks for this?
The NBA teams can afford it. Probably the bigger Division I schools can afford one, maybe several. But the challenge is once you go beyond there, because your typical family that's just got a pop-up hoop like this in the driveway, can they afford it?
This is going to be a two-pronged attack. There's going to be the industrial commercial that's for the basketball program.
The $500 one.
Exactly. That's the more customized one. That's $499. That's not where we're going to make our money. That's not where it's going to happen.
Where are we going to make our money?
This is where we're going to make our money.
Where?
The same people that buy the adjustable basketball courts are going to buy a retail version of this for $199.
You know what I love about you? You are the best salesman. But this is your $500 model we're looking at, the guy with the ugly face, right?
Yes.
Excuse me?
You're here not to sell us on this, but to sell us on a $200 model, but we don't see it.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm going to show you.
But there's no prototype.
It's not going to be much different. See, the thing about this
Why
is
wouldn't it be at half the price much different?
we can use less costly materials to make that. It's going to be smaller with shipping and boxing.
But that explains half the money difference? Doesn't make sense. I love you, but I'm out.
Tony, I don't really see the market at that price point as a large consumer product. I know.
I think it's a great idea, but literally $500, I know a guy in the hood that will guarantee to come to your house every day for the rest of your life for $500 and guard you and your entire family. And he's tall.
Okay, this is what I need you to do, though. You guys are all getting caught up in the $500. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm out.
First of all, I think those are the best looking Profenders I've ever seen. You've done a great job with them. But for me, the biggest question is size of market, and I think it's a huge challenge, even at $200. As a business, I don't see it. I'm out.
Isn't the only guy on this panel that you really need, Mark?
Mark, you can't go out on me. Listen, I'm going to tell you why. This is why. When I see you, I see myself. I'm not lying. When I see myself. You got a ton of money, but money doesn't move you. What moves you is the journey to get there, the push to get there. That's what I'm about. I'm going to get there.
Mark, what are you going to do?
You know I love you. Everybody.
Okay, listen, right. Before you go out, because I hear that going out, this is what you have to understand. With your help, it is going to be on every driveway, in every backyard, and it's going to be in every gym.
With my help, it probably could be. And that's one of the unfortunate scenarios. I don't have a limited number of hours in the day. I'd have to be able to call the head coaches. I'd have to be able to call the athletic directors. Time is the most precious asset that I have. And unfortunately, I don't see the reward. For that reason, I'm out.
So everybody's out? All right, guys, Dev, let's roll, son. Absolutely, I'm disappointed, but just like I tell my son, it's not whether you win or lose, it's did you leave everything you had on the court or on the field, which I did.
My name is Danny Mastronardo, and these are my brothers and business partners. We run a successful family business down here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And when you see four Italian brothers, you may think a pizza shop, construction company, or something, but in actuality, we sell the world's best skincare products. We're a close-knit family, and this business has kept us together and doing something that we also love. We make and formulate all of our own products in an office 2 minutes from our parents' home. We had amazing response from everyone who's tried our products, and now our entire line is available at the most popular resort in town. But that's not enough. We know we've got a great product that people love. But we need the resources to get it out there and put it on a mass level. We need help.
The Sharks can give us that investment that we want, but more importantly, be a mentor and a partner that we need.
The brothers are totally committed to making Nardo's Natural a household name. When the Sharks see our perseverance and passion, they're going to want to join the family. Look out, Sharks. The Nardo brothers are coming to you.
Hi, my name is KJ, and these are my older brothers, Danny, Kyle, and DJ. We're the 4 brothers behind Nardo's Natural Organic Skincare.
We are asking for $75,000 in exchange for 12% of our company. Nardo's Natural is an organic skincare line with ingredients derived from nature. We established Nardo's Natural in 2009 and developed our first moisturizer in our kitchen. Our organic products are used during spa treatments and also available in retail for consumers to take home with them. It is time to experience the spa in the comfort of your own home. And when you purchase Nardo's Natural, you become part of the family and you take the brothers home with you.
Very cute, guys.
My oldest brother, DJ, has a few products to hand out for you guys.
Well, I know my wife is going to love this pitch.
Everybody loves our pitch.
Thank you.
I just got to know. 4 good-looking, normal guys. How do you get in the skincare business?
Well, DJ's our oldest brother, and he toured the country doing a better health cooking show. One day he burned himself in front of a live show in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our mother's a wound care certified specialist. We called her up. She said, well, what were you doing over there? He goes, I'm cooking with organic oils. She said, okay, when the burning sensation goes away, put those organic oils on your skin. It's going to soothe and hydrate. A couple days later, he's like, this is fantastic. I really thought of something here. Called upon the brothers. We reconvened. We all went down to Florida and said, let's start a skincare line.
We bottled our first jar in our kitchen, and we literally delivered it across the street after we licensed our business legally.
Are you guys going to tell us how much you've sold of this stuff since 2009?
We actually have $30,000 to date of sales.
And you're in one location now?
We're in several locations right now, but we decided to...
How many several?
How many several? 17.
How much do you have invested in the company?
About $35,000.
What are you guys doing now? One of you guys have a job?
I'm full-time with the business, as well as Danny. The other 2 brothers, Keith...
I work corporate America. I'm providing the cash flow to keep this company afloat.
How do the 2 of you live on that small income? $30,000?
We are comfortable to live for a year and a half without taking any money from our business. How big do you think you can be, and what's it going to take to get there? We're going to project $4.8 million in 2 years. How many? $4.8 million 2 years from today. Let me just tell you,
from 30,000 to 4.8 million.
Exactly. I'll explain.
Walk us through how that's going to happen.
We are planning to land 100 accounts in 2 years.
Listen, I don't want to give you bad news here, but I'm going to tell you something. There are thousands of Nardos out there. Why is it going to be you that they select? Why not somebody else?
We're already being requested for more accounts right now. We cannot supply.
And can you tell me what it costs you to make that product and what you sell it for?
The average markup on each product is 600%.
Kyle, the margins are incredible. But here's my issue with it. You got 4 guys that look like a singing group.
Waiting for that.
Terrible voices. Now, if I may interject just a moment, we are 4 workhorses, and that's what you're getting. You're getting a package of 4 in 1. But also, as I said, we're going to hit up over 100 accounts. In those 2 years, we did the math. That's 7.3 days. Basically, each of us can close 1 account a month.
Look, let me give you some reality. If you've had a year, you've only sold $30,000 worth in that year. Why haven't you sold those 100 businesses? Why next year? We just don't have the capital to actually manufacture. We need $75,000 just to produce the product.
But have you gone to a bank at all? Have you tried? Yes. Do you guys have credit cards?
We've gone to a bank for personal credit card. We've been turned down.
No bank is going to lend these guys any money. That's why they're in the Shark Tank.
Exactly, but nobody's getting money in this depressed economy.
What is the most brutally competitive industry on earth? Cosmetics. You know why? There's only one other guy that has better margins, and that's a drug dealer. All right? You've got to get this brand out there. You need millions of dollars. How's that going to happen?
That $4.8 million in sales is 100 accounts in 2 years. That's 1 brother month landing an account.
Kyle, you keep saying 100 accounts, 100 accounts. How many businesses you think go from 30,000 to 4.8 million?
So let me ask the zillion-dollar question. How much do you have in unfilled orders? A few $1,000s, $6,000.
Oh, man.
God. Listen, that's a bad number.
Because they will not land until we can perform. If we don't have the product, they won't come through with us. If this product was so phenomenal that everybody was demanding it and it was flying off the shelves, someone would reach into their pocket. I'm out.
What's that?
These are testimonials when people have experienced our product. This is a letter from 1600 Pennsylvania Ave. The President and the First Lady thanked us for a wonderful product.
Let me see that. Okay, let me read this. The White House, Washington. We would like to extend our deepest thanks and appreciation for your generous gift. We hope you will continue to stay active and involved. Thank you again for your kind gift.
What does that mean? Please send $2,000 for my re-election term.
Exactly.
This is totally generic, guys.
Well, guys, let me just say something. I believe in your story as the 4 individuals because when I started, it was myself and 3 other guys. The beauty of it was at any given time, 4 of us was someplace doing something for the company. And I think that was the basis to my success. But, I think it's a little too early. So with that being said, I'm out.
I'd like to tell you what I don't like about your business. Your projection of $4.8 million in sales with no justification really on how you could possibly get there really makes us have to be almost a little foolish to believe. The other is, I don't like your name, Nardo, to be honest with you. Is that your last name?
No, our full last name is Master Nardo.
That's even worse. Yeah,
that is bad.
Forgive me, but it's not your real name, so I don't feel bad telling you. And last, you know what I love? Your stupid naivety. I've never seen a young entrepreneur succeed without great naivety. And for that, I'm going to make an offer. The contingency is...
Okay, wait, before you make an offer, let me make an offer.
Two sharks are out, and the Mastronardos have an offer on the table from Barbara.
The contingency is...
Okay, wait, before you make an offer, let me make an offer. I'm going to give you nothing. You have no sales. You don't even have good packaging. There's nothing proprietary unique about this product. You're going to get slaughtered. I'm out.
May I continue?
Barbara, I forbid you. You must be kidding. There's nothing here.
$75,000 for 50% of the business is with the contingency that you at least remain open to changing the name. Because as a marketing play, I think the name's all wrong.
Wait a minute, Barbara. There's a paragraph I missed in this letter from the president. Dear Barbara, you're an idiot.
Before you consider Barbara's offer, I got to tell you, what I love about you guys is you're young, you're passionate, you love it. I mean, I love that. What's this business worth today, realistically?
This thing's at $600,000, $650,000 within that range. And then
That's insane. That's insane.
We're not asking for your money for a handout. We just need a little bit of work. And trust me,
man, I love you guys.
We got some drive, man.
So make them an offer.
I can't.
Give it to him, Keith.
show him the face.
Uncle Robert. A great face.
Uncle Robert. You're part of the family now, Robert.
I can't do it with the value. I'm out.
You're down to Barbie, you've got an offer, $75,000, 50% of your business. I think she's being way too generous. I would never offer you that. But what are you going to do with it?
Why don't we go take a minute?
Can we just take a minute?
Take a minute. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, we're in a situation here. We have to really pay attention and focus on what we want to do.
Listen,
we put a lot of time and energy into this product.
Half our business, man?
It's a lot, guys.
Charge one counter offer.
She's willing to open up.
I can't wait. I hope they take the deal. I can't wait
Those are
to
great
show
guys,
you.
but I'm just, Barbara.
And that's why they'll succeed.
1, 2, 3.
Nordos!
All right, guys, so Barbara offered you $75,000 for 50% of the business.
And we've taken a few minutes to really think about that. And we welcome you to the family.
Wow. You won't regret it. Start working if you got Whoa. You feel better than I look.
Your family now.
I need a squeeze a day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, guys.
Awesome.
Barbara, are you going to make them take their shirts off and do a calendar?
No, I'm not that type.
No, she'll just make them take the shirts off and not do the calendar.
Cut it out, guys.
Oh, Barbara, you just blew $75,000.
You wait to show you, Kevin.
When we went through with the deal and Barbara came on board, and there were 4 brothers here, we were like, let's welcome this sister in the group. It was the best feeling ever.
In Season 1, we watched Brett and Keith strike a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their pork barrel barbecue sauce.
We'd love to accept your offer.
And when we first checked in on them, they broke ground on their pork barrel barbecue restaurant. Let's see where they are now.
We're minutes away from opening the doors for the first time on Pork Barrel Barbecue Restaurant.
All right, buddy, let's do this.
We've been cooking all night. Really, really excited to have our family and friends here.
I like the barbecue. I like to eat it so much.
I mean, the line, I can see it, the line is so far out the door. We just can't wait to invite them in for the first time. You know, you work so hard to create your dream, and we just hope that people love it as much as we do.
That's good. So good.
Before we got to deal with Barbara, we were running this company out of my basement. Now our sauces are carried nationwide in Safeway, Whole Foods, Costco.
Did you guys think I was going to miss your big day?
It's been, you know, a meteoric rise for Pork Barrel Barbecue, and it's all thanks to Barbara making a deal with us.
These were two obnoxious little attorneys in Washington, D.C. with a dream, and they took my little $50,000 investment, they turned it into a hugely successful business.
We're in over 2,000 stores in 40 states. We've had over $1 million worth of sales. We have our restaurant opening. Barbara's been an amazing partner.
Let's toast these American hustlers.
Next up is Todd Colby-Pliss, whose business values experience over youth.
Hi, my name's Todd Colby-Pliss, and my company is a revolutionary new concept in quality domestic staffing needs. Introducing Rent a Grandma. I am looking for $150,000 for 20% of my business. Has this ever happened to you? You've hired a kid from down the street to babysit, only to find out that texting is the focus of their day rather than your child? This is not the best solution, and you should not have to settle for it. Wouldn't it be great to have a loving caregiver, just like your grandma? One who concentrates on the kids and not electronics. And who knows? Maybe she could even bake cookies.
Thank you, Grandma.
Thanks, Granny.
Nana, you should know.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
After hearing horror story after horror story, I knew there had to be a better way. And I thought to myself, who's the most experienced? Who's the most trustworthy when it comes to watching the children, the households, and yes, even baking delicious cookies? And it hit me. Grandma on all accounts. Which would you rather have? This or this?
Don't ask Damon.
How long have you been in business?
Well, we've been in business since late last year. We have about 50 grandmas in Los Angeles. We're getting an incredible amount of calls and emails from around the country. Word of mouth is spreading. People that want to hire grandmas. It's been pretty overwhelming.
What's your office like? Do you have a bunch of grannies sitting around drinking scotch and smoking? Waiting to get assignments?
Not quite like that.
Todd, what are your sales today?
Our sales so far this year have been about $25,000. But we just had all our disclosure documents done for the franchises.
What does a granny get paid? What's a granny going for these days?
It depends what they're going to do. I'd say here in Los Angeles it's about anywhere from 14 to 20. Other cities it might be a little lower.
But what are babysitters charging so I could compare?
Okay, babysitters are usually getting anywhere from like 10 to 13.
So grannies are more expensive.
Yeah, but you're getting decades of experience. Most of them are actual grandmas. They know how to handle situations. They're really wonderful with the kids.
So how can I make a buck off a granny? How does this work?
Our clients sign a placement agreement with us, and we're getting a fee up front. We charge between 12 and 15% of what the granny's going to get paid.
So you're saying we're only getting 15% of granny's take?
Well, yeah, but you're paying paid up front for whether it's 6 months or...
You know, I gotta tell you something, Todd, that sounds like really thin. You're actually acquiring the customer, you're only making 15%.
Well, in the industry, it's usually about 12 to 15%. And don't forget, once they're placed, we're really not doing a lot. The response has just been, we have literally, in the last 2 months, gotten over 400 requests for franchise information.
But why would anybody franchise something with only 25,000 in sales? That doesn't make sense to me, Todd. What value do you bring? There's no brand Rent-A-Granny. I've never heard of this before.
We're trademarked. That's because we're brand new.
Well, just push some numbers, Todd. Average babysitting session, 5 hours. Top end granny, $20. Get $100. My VIG's 15%. I make $15 off the granny. That's not enough. I got to squeeze Granny big time. I need more
Right, and
dough.
that's exactly what I was going to say. Our placements are usually 6 to 12 months or longer, so we're charging for the year, and there's a minimum. So
the margin on Granny
Wait, Kevin, let it finish. Kevin,
yeah, but let me tell you, Kevin, we're getting paid a minimum up front, so it's not just the $10 a day. You're getting $1,200 to $2,400 from the client that's hiring the Granny.
Todd, what is your minimum commitment from the client?
If it's a temporary, which means 90 days or less, we're usually getting at least $1,200.
What happens if the Granny quits or dies halfway through the assignment?
Okay, in our placement agreement, we have a replacement guarantee. We will replace them with up to 3 grandmas. So if someone doesn't work out for some reason,
Granny dies and he comes a new one?
If Granny drops dead, or
like the family pet.
the kids stuff her in the trunk,
Girl, put your wig on. I got a job for you.
we're going to send out 3 more women.
You don't need to finish that because with that cute idea, I'm out.
Okay. But, with our franchisees...
Look, Todd, you're doing $25,000. You're a long way away from franchising. I'm out.
Todd, I think you have a smart name. I love the name. Really
and that's
clever.
trademarked, by the way.
But I have to say, this just isn't my type of business. I'm out.
Okay.
I just don't like the numbers, Todd. If you came back and said to me, look, I can get Granny for 50 cents on the dollar, now you're talking, then I'd be interested, but you're not, so I'm out.
I think you have a good idea. I actually like it. I think it's a brand you can build, but it's going to be very difficult to scale. And honestly, I don't want to be in the rent-a-grandma business, so I'm out.
Okay, thank you,
Good
gentlemen.
luck, Todd.
Appreciate it.
All the best.
You have to admit one thing. He found an untapped labor force.
Unless you franchise this very, very quickly.
But I don't want to be that early because it's going to take a lot of work.
That's way too early.
I'm Rachel Mann, and this is my sister and business partner, Mackenzie Burdick.
And we're the creators of Litter Jewelry in San Francisco, California.
Growing up, we were always creating and designing together. We were always really into fashion.
Maybe out of different materials.
I studied interior design, and Mackenzie studied fashion design. We've always just been creators. Creating is just in our blood. It's what we love to do.
Making custom jewelry just kind of fell into our laps. I really wanted to create a unique piece of jewelry that would really make me stand out for a special event, and so I broke up the necklace and wore it in my hair as a headpiece, and the response was unbelievable.
We made 50 more. We entered them in a trunk show here in San Francisco and sold out of every single one of them.
And that's when Litter began.
We take vintage chain and broken pieces of costume jewelry, and we make pieces of body jewelry. Our entire business is just the two of us, and we are working around the clock.
Pouring the resins, sourcing the materials, making all the original hand molds in my backyard.
Mackenzie's got a new baby coming. I have a young son. We need somebody to come in and just help us manage all of this. That's why we need the Sharks. We need somebody who can focus on the business side so that we can get back into the creative area and making new collections.
We really want to be able to capitalize on a trend that we created. Hi Sharks, I'm Mackenzie, and this is my sister Rachel, and we're Litter. We're San Francisco-based jewelry and accessory designers.
We're here today seeking $80,000 in exchange for 51% stake in our company.
Litter was started in 2009 when I broke up the necklace and wore it in my hair as a headpiece. We were approached by a friend to make many more of those headpieces and sell them in a local jewelry show. Rachel and I went around to all the flea markets, vintage stores, thrift stores in our area and collected up chain. We made 50 headpieces and sold out at $150 a pop. With the money from the show, we got a studio, some materials, and launched our website. Right away, our designs were in demand, and by 2010, we were selling wholesale to retailers globally.
So we make headpieces, ear cuffs, jewelry that goes down your legs, which is so sexy, shoe jewelry, which can totally transform the look of any shoe, arm jewelry, hands, which are awesome, and we even make chain mustaches.
Oh my God.
Why?
Paparazzi shields is what we know.
Oh,
They're
wow.
great. People at festivals, music festivals, they absolutely love them. So our designs have been featured in all of the top fashion magazines. We've been worn by celebrities. And all of this exposure we got without one single dollar being spent on any advertising or PR. And so we think this is a perfect example of how much bigger Litter would get if we had more team members managing our growth and focusing on aggressive sales.
How big is litter now? What were sales last year? What are they going to be this year?
Last year, sales were 78,000, and this year we're on track for 150.
Why are sales so small? I mean, this stuff is unique. I haven't ever seen it before, but only 150,000?
We're hand making every single piece ourselves right now. And
so how much does a typical piece cost, and what's your most expensive piece?
The average price is around $100.
And then what does it cost you to make one?
About $2.
I've never seen a piece like that.
This one.
It's like basically a chainmail.
Well, this piece we're really proud of. This took us a few hours to make, $20 of material, and we just sold it at a gallery for $1,600.
$1,600?
This is an example of the kind of custom work that we do for celebrities' music videos. Yeah. We've been pulled for like Kesha, Sierra, Lady Gaga, and so that's like a...
Do you have now, I'm just trying to understand this, do you have pending orders that
we do.
You can't keep up with?
Well, we just got picked up by Urban Outfitters, and they are having us design an exclusive collection for them.
And is there a minimum order, Rachel, with them? Are they guaranteeing a certain order quantity?
Right now, it's a 400-piece order.
Yeah, we have a 400-piece PO.
And they're going to see how it goes, if it sells through.
Exactly.
And you guys are making everything by hand.
Everything.
That's craziness,
Every
right?
piece by hand.
So can somebody else make these, or is it required that special touch that you guys have?
Other people can make
them. The designs are set by us, and then from there, other people can take it from there.
I'm trying to figure out how to ramp this up, because, I mean, it's hip, it's fashion, you're the designer babes. You need somebody behind you or in front of you that's selling this.
Absolutely.
And getting huge orders.
We would like the money to go towards hiring a great salesperson and then maybe getting us a great PR agency that just constantly is
But
pushing.
wait a second, you've done all this without any PR. I like that model.
Yeah, but
Get back to manufacturing. If I send one piece over to a manufacturer, is there any reason he can't pound out 10,000 of them?
There's no reason.
So you want to work for somebody?
We're just looking for the right partner that knows what they're doing. We just need to know the next steps to take, you know.
It's gotten bigger than us.
You guys are designers. That's your special sauce,
that
right?
really is
You
our
guys want to
special
design,
spot.
and anything else that you do takes your time away from designing.
Exactly.
So you want someone to come in and say, guys, you do what you do, right? We'll take over the rest. The challenge is, here's kind of the catch-22. We can't just come in and work full-time, right?
No,
so you have to hire somebody to come in and work full-time. Tell us how you would spend the $80,000. What do you have envisioned?
I would like to hire a really great salesperson initially, and then also just ramp up our website. Our website could be 1,000%
To be able to
better.
handle higher volume.
Yeah. Again, we all know it's going to take more than $80,000 long run, but initially we think that would be a good start.
You guys are walking proof of concept. That's what happened. You sold just enough to make it interesting, but not enough to say it's a business.
Right.
I mean, it is so on the tipping point, because you should be getting $150,000 orders from somebody, not $150,000 a year.
We need somebody that is in sales that has those department store connections to them.
I don't know what to do with you guys. I mean, I give you money, but I don't want to work at your shop.
Yeah, I understand.
I want you to bring me a package that says, if you give me $180,000, $250,000, I can turn this into a $10 million business. Here's my plan.
Right.
If you told me that, I'd probably be very, very interested, because I like the stuff. I like the story, and I like you guys. And I don't say that very often. I should be beating you with a stick for making the mistake you've made.
Well, with your money, we could be able to spend less time hand making each piece and being able to fill.
I don't want you to hand make anything. I want you to get somebody in China to make 10,000 copies of it.
Exactly.
I don't have the passion for the jewelry business, and I have a full-time job. I can't help you find that person. I'm out.
What's the most popular piece there that sells the most?
Our leg chains are really popular. Yeah.
What about that leg? Is there another one of a leg chain like that?
Yeah, this is called a slim garter. And
How much does that sell for?
$120.
I'll take that. All right.
Do you have it in his size?
I want that right on
What
your
about the
leg.
beard? Can I see one, the beard?
Yes, absolutely.
I'd love
Here.
to.
All right, so you might have to put these on.
That
once you
works.
put it on, you have to kind of adjust it.
You can go incognito tonight.
That is so perfect for Kevin. You're putting it on the wrong guy.
That is cool.
Damon, what are you doing?
Well, okay, so here's the deal. This is basically what we call in our business a designer offer. And the designers, normally, the top end of a deal is they get 35% because they're just designers. Now, I will give you the 80,000 for 70%.
70.
But what if we're willing to do the work? Like you said?
Then I will let you buy back in to acquire what you initially asked for.
80,000 for 70%. Wow.
It doesn't make any money.
You know, Damon,
It
you
does make money.
would never make that offer to a male designer. No.
Come on.
Whoa, but Barb,
Say what you
Look,
want.
guys, here's part of the challenge,
truth.
and I'm going to sell myself here. Part of this challenge is Now you still have to figure out how to pay yourselves.
No, I'm sorry, excuse me. So it's $80,000 for 70% of your company, but you will also get salaries as well. So you'll have salaries and you'll have profit.
Well, you better ask about the salary girls.
Yeah.
It better be a lot to make up for what he's taking from you.
We would have to agree on a...
I mean, I
What's
would
a
think
typical
that-
designer
What kind
make,
of
Damon?
salary are you willing to pay
It all
us?
depends on the business. A typical designer ranges from $50,000 to $250,000.
That's a big range.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It all
we would
depends
be
on the
higher
design.
end.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I think that's all in the details, but right now what I'm willing to do is $80,000, 70% make you guys the head designers. If you want and you feel you can run the company, I'll go right back down to the 51%.
Don't you know you have other offers coming?
But unfortunately, if you entertain the other offers, I'm going to pull back.
One shark is out. Damon has made an offer of $80,000 for a 70% stake and an annual salary for Rachel and Mackenzie. But he has also said that he will back out if they entertain anyone else's offer.
Let me talk to this guy. Damon, what if we did this? $40,000 each. I'll deal with the website side of it.
I don't think you've nailed down a salary. That's a broad range of salary.
Barbara, what do you think?
Rachel, Mark
can't get a word in.
Mark just offered to come in half with me, and he'll handle the website side, and I'll
the internet
handle the
marketing.
manufacturing and the retail side.
So his strength is the retail, manufacturing. Mine is the internet marketing, social media. You'll get the best of both worlds.
By the way, I know the president of Urban Outfitters, and I work with the #1 guy who provides 80% of all the jewelry in America.
All right, so just to make things interesting and to help you, because I love you guys, I'll just do the deal you want. I'll give you the $80,000 for 51%. And I don't bring any of the expertise in the jewelry business at all. I don't
One thing
admit
you
that
said you needed.
because I'm honest about it. I'm a financial investor.
But what connections are you going to put us in line with that are going to help it?
More money.
I hate to do it, but I'm going to give you what Mark usually does. What is it, 24-second?
Oh, the 24-second clock?
No, you're not going to give it. Hold on a moment, girls. Right here.
Here's my opening. To clarify, I'm giving you a 24-second time clock.
Rachel?
Mark and I are coming in at
Listen to me.
$80,000, half and half. You will also get
Let
salaries.
me tell you what I'm going to give you.
He will handle
He's going to
internet
try
and
to
I will
close it down
handle
so you don't get a
retail.
better bid.
I'm going to start your 24-second time clock right now
Tell him to take a walk. I'll bring him in
for
after the fact.
70% of the company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 Not on my watch, Barbara.
We love you, Barbara. Seriously, we really love you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. Congratulations.
Bye.
It's like watching the lambs go to the slaughterhouse.
Easy
Oh
money.
my God, you were vague. You gave him a lousy deal. Oh, yeah.
Just gonna wear that out. That's all I need.
We went in there wanting to be partners with Damon and Mark. I mean, those were our two favorites. Those are the ones we went for. And gosh, we got it. And we're just feeling amazing.
Next time on Shark Tank.
We have solved the problem of cellulite and sagging skin for women.
You're probably the worst presenter I've ever met. I think you should stick with being a nerd.
We have other money on the table as well.
If you have money on the table, why would you be here?
I give you a little money, you give me a little money.
If I say yes right now, we just go to work and we're partners?
You want to start a competition if you're a smart entrepreneur.
You'd rather work with me?
I think you need more money.
Wow.
You should choose wisely here.
Teenagers and sex. A shocking all-new What Would You Do starts now.